Hello everyone, I am ExxotikGaming and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 30 video, and today's video is another gun versus gun comparison video. Today's gun versus gun comparison video also consists of both the special and the premium weapon, the special weapon being the Snowball Gun UP2, and the premium weapon being the Avalanche UP2. Both of these are very winter-like weapons. They were both designed during the winter time, and they are actually pretty good guns, if you can manage to use them correctly, and you can manage to get headshots on most of the shots that you are trying to take the enemy out with, then you can even take out Ruby armored players. And what I'm going to do right off at the start here is join into a custom deathmatch and show you guys some gameplay with both of these guns, and hopefully eliminate any questions you have regarding both of these guns in deciding which one you'll get. So, let's go see if we can find one here, preferably on Silent School. The reason why I am joining a close-range map is, in case you guys did not know, both of these guns have a bullet travel time. And what I mean by that is that these guns' bullets do not instantly hit the player when you are firing at them. They take a little bit before the bullet, or snowball I should say, actually manage to get to the player that you're shooting at. Which is very important because at long range, you could be up to like 10 seconds away from an enemy player, and that player can easily avoid the Snowball Gun UP2 and the Avalanche UP2 when you are at that distance away from the enemy player, which is why you have to join into a close range map if you really want to get good gameplay with both of these guns. So, let's go see if we can get some kills here and there. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay with both of these. There's a one-shot headshot with both of these against somebody who has no armor whatsoever. That person did happen to have a little bit of armor, so let's just go get one more headshot, and that should take them out. I mean, as you guys can see, they do have a bullet travel time. It's noticeable, very noticeable, and as you guys could see there, it even took 3 headshots just to that one person because 2 of those shots were body shots. So you have to get those headshots against an enemy player if you really want to do well. Now, in terms of firing rate, the Avalanche UP2 definitely is the one that wins in firing rate. But with the Avalanche UP2, the problem is if you hold down the firing button for an extended period of time, as you guys can see, the crosshairs get bigger and bigger, which means that the accuracy gets lower and lower each time you hold down the firing button, which is a problem because if you are going against somebody at medium range and you're holding down the firing button for an extended period of time, you're going to get a pretty low accuracy if you're going against them. So that is something very important that you have to note with both of these guns. The Snowball Gun UP2 I have found is a little bit more accurate out of the two, which is a definitely very important thing about the gun. And at least for me, maybe it's because I'm wearing the sniper cape, but I've found that the Snowball Gun UP2 has a slightly higher damage out of the two. And, you know, I guess that makes up for it. The Snowball Gun UP2 does have the slower firing rate, and the Avalanche UP2 does have the faster firing rate, so the Avalanche UP2 doesn't really need to be the one that has the higher damage because, you know, it balances things out, which is good. Balancing is good. Both of these guns have an awesome amount of ammo capacity, and that's another thing I really like about both of these guns is you're never going to run out of ammo with these guns. I'm holding down the firing rate for a long time with both of these guns, and look how many bullets I have left with my Snowball Gun UP2. 81 plus 35, that's like higher than I can even count. It's a lot by any means, and as you guys can see, you can easily take them out if you can manage to get those headshots against the enemy players. And the Avalanche UP2 does have a scope, but, you know, I mean, it's not really that useful considering you're going to be mostly using this in close range anyways, so, you know, the scope doesn't really affect you too much, but if you really want to use it at medium range, I guess the Avalanche UP2 will be the one that will be a bit better out of the two. The Snowball Gun UP2 obviously doesn't, and, you know, it's just, I would not really even worry about having a scope with the gun personally if it's only for close range. If you go into close range and the enemy players do have one-shot kill weapons, you will have a disadvantage, so that is something to note. You know, if the enemy players have like the anti-gravity blaster or the solar power cannon UP1 or any sort of area damage weapon, they will have a slightly higher upper hands against you because you'll have a slower firing rate weapon that does a lot less damage against them, but with those area damage weapons, they do not have as high of an ammo capacity, which means that they're going to run out of ammo quicker than you will. You'll be able to easily go through an entire length of a match with these guns, and you won't even have to even think about starting to buy more ammo with these, which is something I really like about them. I'm going to go into this Mafia Mansion match here. I did leave that Silent School one because there was only 2 people left, and that's not enough to really keep you guys super entertained. And, you know, I cannot stress enough to get those headshots with both of these guns. If I was going solely based off of one that was more powerful, then I'd have to say go for the Snowball Gun UP2, just because it does have a slightly higher damage. And, you know, like I always say in my gun versus gun comparison videos, I don't really know how the original versions of these guns work. So, you know, the Snowball Gun and then the Snowball Gun UP1, I can't really tell you how those guns really perform. I would imagine they're not as good as something like the Snowball Gun UP2, just because, you know, the damage and everything else is lower. So that is something very important to note. I mean, as you guys can see there, that was a Ruby Armored player, and that was not a very long time before that I was easily able to take that person out. Now, he was not really actually playing the game, but as you guys could see, even if you can manage to get most of those headshots, that's not really that many shots to take somebody out if you can manage to get all of those as headshots against the person that you're going for. Now, if you aren't very good at headshots and most of the shots that you fire are body shots, then, you know, you might want to stay away from both of these guns, just because they're going to end up, you know, having quite a few shots before you end up taking out the enemy player. Trying to find out where all of these players are, cannot really figure out where all... There's 8 people. There's 8 people. Ah, there they are. There's one person. I mean, but as you guys can see, one-shot headshot, regardless which weapon it is, if the person has no armor whatsoever. Which means that at a lower level, if you're watching this and you are between the levels of like 1 and 15, then hey, you're not even going to really need to worry about which one is better, because both of these are going to be one-shot headshots against somebody. And headshots are very easy to get in Pixel Gun 3D, in case you guys didn't notice. The heads of characters in Pixel Gun 3D are a lot bigger than other shooting games, which means that you can very, very, very easily take out enemy players headshot-wise, which is very important. And another very important item that I would recommend you guys to all get is, I can show you guys real quick here in my shop, this one, the Sniper Cape. I don't have the UP1. Actually, I'm going to upgrade it right now. I have the UP2 version of it right now. It tremendously increases headshot damage from weapons in the special section. And then it also increases the reload time of them. Now, this one does have the faster reload, even though, I mean, the Avalanche UP2 does have a relatively fast one, but even if you did not wear the Sniper Cape, the Snowball Gun UP2 does have a slightly higher reload, so it doesn't really matter anyways about that one. But as you guys will see, it's a lot less shots now with something like this, because it's more powerful, and I'm wearing the Sniper Cape, which makes it very, very, very good. So let's go use the Avalanche UP2 here, and I'll show you guys that, you know, they're both good guns, regardless which one is better. And you know, I have a lot of fun with them. Although I'm not really the best person with something like this. You know, somebody or some sort of weapon that has a bullet travel time, I'm not really the most fantastic Pixel Gun 3D player with. I usually tend to go for more of the assault rifles and sniper rifles and stuff like that have an instant firing rate, like they instantly take out the enemy players, because you'll have such a much better advantage if you have an assault rifle than if you have this. But if you are determined to get a snowball shooting gun and you just really, really, really want the Snowball Gun UP2 or the Avalanche UP2, then my overall opinion between the two is you should go for the Snowball Gun UP2, because that one is a lot better. Not entirely sure how that person is hacking. That is, or they're maybe not hacking, they're probably just lagging, I'm gonna guess. But the overall stats of both of these guns indicate that the Snowball Gun UP2 is slightly better if you take all of the stats together, and that is why I like the Snowball Gun UP2 much better out of the two. Plus, the Avalanche UP2 has a very, very, very low accuracy, which means that, you know, if you hold down the firing rate for an extended period of time, it's just going to take a long time to take an enemy player out, which will make you at a pretty big disadvantage. Ruby Armored players, you can take them out if you can manage to get most of those shots as headshots against that person. As you guys can see there, he even had the laser minigun, and I was able to take him out, which is very, very good. So I think I'm pretty much good for the video. I'm going to recap on everything and then explain exactly in which situation which one is better. So if you want the overall best one at close range, then I'd recommend getting the Snowball Gun UP2. If you want something that has a good scope and that's good for medium range, then I would recommend using the Avalanche UP2. But if you don't really want to use the scope at medium range, the Snowball Gun UP2 will be better because the crosshairs do not get bigger over time when firing the Snowball Gun UP2 for an extended period of time. With both of these guns, they both have a very good damage, but the Snowball Gun UP2 does have a slightly lower damage if you do not wear the sniper cape. If you do wear the sniper cape, then it will have a higher damage out of the two, which makes it very appealing. And I've found that the Snowball Gun UP2 does have a slightly higher accuracy overall when firing, so that is another important factor. The Avalanche UP2 does win by far by firing rate, so if you are one of those people that is a spray and pray type of person, you just fire an excessively large amount of shots before ending up taking out a player, then I would recommend going for the Avalanche UP2. Plus, the Avalanche UP2 has a lot of bullets in the gun. You're not going to run out of bullets very fast with both of these guns, but the Avalanche UP2 has an even larger bullet capacity out of the two. So, yeah. Those are the two guns, guys. I hope you guys did find these both very informational, and you can now fully describe between the two which ones you like better. Describe's probably not the best word for the commentary, but, you know, choose between the two which ones you like better. My personal favorite is the Snowball Gun UP2 out of the two. I definitely like the Snowball Gun UP2 better, but, you know, that's my opinion. That's why I did this whole little gun comparison video, for you guys to determine between the two which one you like better. And you guys saw the gameplay between the two. You guys saw which ones I got better gameplay with. I got kind of relatively similar gameplay, but I personally think I got a little more kills, a little more accurately with the Snowball Gun UP2. So that's, you know, you don't really base it off of my gameplay just because I do have the sniper cape on, but, you know, go for the Snowball Gun UP2 anyways, because I can promise you, you will get a little bit better gameplay than you would with the Avalanche UP2. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, then I would recommend hitting that like button, commenting, favoriting, and subscribing. This video was pre-recorded. It's not the day that this was being recorded. It's being uploaded. I have recorded this video on... what day is it? June 5th, 2015. I'm probably going to post this sometime in July, so it's quite a good time afterwards. So that's something you guys should remember. So, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy this again, and let's go get one more kill here with the Snowball Gun UP2. It's probably going to be this little hacker person here who decides to, like, use a speed hack and everything. Or maybe this Ruby Armored player. Maybe I can use that. Or, let's go try to use this person here. If I can manage to get a headshot on that person, then I will. But this person is obviously somewhat of a hacker. I do not like when people do that. So yeah, there you go. Thank you all for watching again. And hold on, I cannot resist one more kill. I have to. I must get this last kill. It has to be this guy, Pro Sniper Killer, or whatever his name is. Or this person. This person could be the last one, whatever, Mr. Blue. Or another one even. Okay, this guy will be the last one. So, yeah, thank you all for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.